on Tuesday. Hello to YouTube, Facebook. My name is Apostle Eli. I thank each and every one of you guys for joining us tonight. This is an opportunity for us to tap into some powerful energy. Today is Tuesday, as I said before, as above, so below. One of the things that I try to teach is universal laws to educate those that desire to operate in the ATR or effectively in that tradition that they practice. Because of universal laws, these are applicable to each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Brother Mario, for joining Capricorn. As you guys chime in and you become a part of this live, make sure that you got, all right, Kimberly Simpson, Gemini. All right, Brother Mario, Capricorn. That's what I'm talking about. As you guys chime in, post your zodiac sign and where you're from. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that follow these simple instructions. I don't ask for much when we do these live. Mother Susan, Gemini. We got two Geminis. Then we got, and all right, you back with us again, my Libra. Thank you, Miss Johnson. Thank you so much. As you guys chime in TikTok world, make sure that you post your zodiac sign. And if you don't mind sharing where you are from, we have an opportunity to learn and to gain a lot of information. And hopefully that when you practice your spirituality and you live your spirituality. All right, we got greetings from Verna Scorpio from Verna from Scorpio. Let's see, I think I missed it. It moved so fast. Alabama, New York. Thank you so much. New Jersey. Albany. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Live Libra from Bearbarrow. All right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys posting your zodiac sign. It gives me an idea of the audiences that we are speaking to tonight. Want to say once again, thank you to each and every one of you guys, my Patreon family, YouTube. If you are not following me on YouTube, please do so. All right, Jelly Sweets, how you doing, sweetie? Yes, I appreciate the love. I did get, Brother Mario did get me your question, and I'll be probably answering that tonight. Kimberly Dawkins, Cancer in the house. Thank you so much. Capricorn, I just seen Capricorn just fly by here. We got Scorpio from New York. Okay, now. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Texas Libra. Okay. All right. We got them coming in and chiming in from all over. Now, one of the things, all right, Angie, Sagittarius. Okay, thank you. As we get ready to get prepared tonight for this teaching, I want to say this. I was tremendously blessed by my goddaughter and Mother Susan, basically saying some of the same things and appreciating a lot of the teachings that I have been given and giving them clarity of how to understand the Word of God and utilize it in their spirituality. Okay. And one of the things that I try to do when I'm doing these lives, that no matter if you're a Christian, whether you're not a Christian, whether you're in Voodoo, whether you're in Santeria, Lakumi, Ifa, whether you're in Palo Miambe, it really doesn't matter. Universal laws are applicable to each and every one of us. And no matter what science that we choose to practice, those energies affect us. And the more that we know about those energies, the more that we can function in our energies. One of the reasons why I teach you guys about your astrology chart, because if you understand your energy, whether you're air element, whether you're fire element, whether you're water element or earth element, you will understand why you are able to function or you don't have as compatibility with other people. Thank you, Sister Jackie Torres, for joining us. I want you guys to realize that when it comes down to my personal spirituality, I do not enforce my spirituality on anybody. That's even down to my children. I believe that spirituality is a personal journey. And I feel that once you commit to that journey, that is an individual walk. And I feel like that we if it's personal to you, then you will do what it takes in order to excel in your spirituality. Thank you so much, Cancer from Pennsylvania. I want to say before we get started, hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and Leo. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight. I always like to do this because I do have my Christian. All right, Leo. All right, Erica, Leo. Okay, I got you. I like to do this because a lot of times my little Christian buddies come in And they ask me, do I read tarot? I tell them no, not against tarot, but I don't read tarot. These are the cards that I read from on the 72 names of God. I show these all the time. But those are the cards that I read from. I appreciate each and every one of you guys following suit, sharing and liking. You are not a part of my YouTube family. Please join my YouTube. There's a lot of information on there. And once again, thank you to each and every one of you guys. Let's get started. And I want to teach you guys now, because this is when Mars rules. This is when you do spiritual work on certain days where that particular planet or that influence rules. And all right, I see somebody say Leo. As above, so below. Understanding that once that energy or that particular frequency is over our planet at that particular time, that it has the stronger influence. And today it is Mars. This is Tuesday. This is when you're dealing with drive. This is we do work for healing. We do work for protection. We do work for finances. A lot of times when you deal with Ogun, or you deal with Zarabanda, or any type of iron, people, it has to do with technology and advancement and moving things forward, cutting things back. The Bible talks about pruning of the tree. That would be something that you would use iron for, to prune in order for more growth to come about. I want to talk to you guys from the subject matter of arming yourself. And I want to teach you guys the purpose and the reason why, no matter who you practice with or you practice alone, that you need to learn how to arm yourself. And I'll be coming from 1 Peter, the 4th chapter, verse 1. And it simply says, for as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. And the reason why I want to talk about this, because a lot of times when you are practicing spirituality, you don't actually guard your body, your flesh, your temple. And I'm a divine healer. And one of the things that I go through physically, that when I'm praying for people or healing people, or whether laying of hands or administrating energy toward them, my body starts to process that healing. It also processes whether it's a sickness, whether it's a disease or a virus. My body goes through that. And I think that a lot of times when people get into spirituality, they want to do the work, but they don't understand why it is important to do to protect yourself, arming yourself where you're able to, because you're going to suffer some things. When I do readings, a lot of times you see spiritual people have coverings on their heads, or they anoint their head. It's because we have to guard our head as we're getting information in to protect us. Sometimes I'm doing readings for people and they have certain energies or attachments to them. And sometimes those energies attack or try to attack me. And I have to make sure that I am in a place that I have guarded my mind. To each and every one of you guys that really, before you get into this, and especially serving the public, make sure that you have a certain level of protection upon you, so therefore you are not affected by your clients or the clientele or the people. All right, Sister Ashley joining us, Gemini. There's some to be real with you, there are a lot of times anybody that is really good in spirituality, there are certain things they suffer and go through in order to be able to manifest. Thank you. Somebody said good wisdom. Thank you so much. We don't have on these bracelets. I don't burn this incense just to be burning it. And there are times, depending on how many, do you break down methods of protection? Yes, I'm going to share some of my personal. But I think it's important not only that you protect your cards or whatever tool you may be utilizing, but if you're going to be removing curses, jinx, hexes, root work from people, you need to be able to understand that there's a suffer. Hello, Capricorn. Hendrix is in the house. There's a certain suffrage or things that your physical body goes through. Because I think too many people get into this and they don't understand that even if you're doing good work, even if you are helping people out of dilemmas, even if you're bringing clarity to them, you still have to suffer certain things. There's certain things that your mind goes through. I have to throw off. I have did reading from people that were very suicidal, and those thoughts began to attack my mind. I had to repel those thoughts. Every thought has energy. When you're reading for people, they are in depression states, or they're in a place of doubt. They're in a place of a low self-esteem. I'm here to help you understand why it is important to arm yourself before you get out into these spiritual streets and call yourself trying to do work for people, trying to do readings for people, trying to protect people. A lot of you guys like to stretch out with your family. I don't care if it's even family. You have to protect yourself. All right, Alicia Sanders, thank you so much for joining us, darling. Aries in the house. This is so important that, if you were my child, I would teach you this. There are certain things that I place. I'm burning my healing incense tonight, and also I'm burning Haritaki. Haritaki is a fruit, but it's ruled by Saturn, and it helps to balance the air element. It also brings mental health. It also brings wealth. So there's different things, fulfillment, desire, and it also helps with the brain. When you are operating psychically through your mind in order to do readings for people, make sure that you are protecting your head. Make sure you're protecting your aura. I'm using different terms because they're called different things in different religions. The crown of your head. These are the places where your head, your crown is basically like a satellite. And when you're doing and this is not for everybody, because a lot of people that are on social media are just turning cards. They're not psychically or energetically connecting with any of you guys. So this is not for them. They're not going to be affected because they're just turning cards. There's no connection. But to all of my empaths or people that divinely, all right, T. Carter, Scorpio in the house. To all of you guys that are divinely connecting with people and picking up their energy, you need to make sure you're arming yourself, not only protecting yourself from thoughts, but emotions. There are certain times I'm doing readings for people and I pick up their emotions, whether they've been abused or whether they've been hurt. And you also got to purge yourself from that energy. This is why I don't do this over a long period of time, because it takes a lot of energy out of my body. I also want to talk about you guys that are doing candle work. The reason why there's energy exchange, when you're doing candle work, that energy comes from you. You are the generator that's behind the candle work, behind the gree bag, behind the spell work, behind the prayers. And if your energy is low, it is going to drain you and it can actually harm you. I'm going to say that again. If your energy gets too low, you can actually harm yourself trying to do spell work, prayer work. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I advise people to arm themselves when they make a decision to be a vessel used by spirit, whether it's the Loas, Nkisi ancestors. Jamaica, all right, that's sweetheart. But there is a physical sacrifice that goes along with spiritual work. I don't want any of you novelists. I don't want anybody that desires to move forward in your spiritual practice to not understand how physically you will be affected by the work. This is why I believe in taking my herbs and taking my vitamins and all these other things. And at times, depending on the workload, it still ain't enough. Okay? So this is why I have crystals around me, helping me energize myself, revitalize myself. Understanding arming yourself is the most important thing that you can do for anybody. Because if you're not protected, you cannot continue to help other people. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up getting hurt, damaged, or sometimes the fatality comes in. All right? Yes, it will drain you. All right, gorgeous. How you doing, baby? Let me tell you, I also want to talk, it says, I put out here, protecting your body. The mind needs to be strong. Your mind, your mental state, your mental health is important. All of you guys that want to do spiritual work and you want the spirits or the ancestors to speak to you, you have to have a very strong mind. Y'all hear me? All right, Sagittarius, thank you for joining us. And let Apostle break this down. The mind is the center where all these thoughts are coming in. When I tell you about you have to be rooted and grounded mentally, because the purpose of knowing who you are is to know when other thoughts are coming, whether that is you or somebody else, or somebody else's thoughts that you're picking up while you're doing your work. Or if somebody's thinking about you, where are these thoughts coming from? You have to be rooted and grounded in your energy. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries. My rising sign is Pisces. You need to know who you are before and be grounded in that mentally. You got to know whether that is your thoughts or the spirit's thoughts. I'm not, you can, let me see. Somebody asked me a question about making a handkerchief. I would recommend, if you're going to do it yourself, go to the Catholic Church, get some holy water. I think that's about the cheapest way of doing it. Placing that handkerchief up under the water, letting it soak, hopefully during a full moon, where it can be strengthened as much as possible. But I prefer to tell people, in order to arm yourself, it's best to get a practitioner or a spiritualist to prepare your protection work and not to do that on your own. But if you decide to do it on your own, that is the most cost efficient way, going to the Catholic Church, because the priests have already blessed it. And remember this, holy water is only as strong as the person that prayed over it or blessed it. Any oil, any candle is no longer stronger than the person that energized it or blessed that particular object. Exodus 15 and 16. It says, Exodus the 15th chapter verse 16 says, fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thy arm shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over which thou hast purchased. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this part about it is you have to understand why it's important to trust your ancestors. I really need to bring this home. Any spirit or energy, including self, you need to have a certain level of confidence in its ability and what it has the capability of doing. This is when I tell people about your measure of faith. Do you understand? Everybody does not have the same measure of faith. Everybody don't have the same measure of gift. We are maybe all Sagittarians. We may be all Capricorns or Gemini. But even in our own astrology chart, we have different abilities due to our experience or our commitment. Thank you so much. Hello to you as well. One of the things I wrote down here, the fear and the dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of your arm. Your protection, and if you arm yourself effectively, then a lot of times when people begin to attack you, whether out of jealousy, out of envy, or people try to attack you out of ignorance because they may not believe in what you're doing, you will see the hand of God move in your behalf to protect you. I don't believe in getting in back and forth with people in the sense of arguing with somebody endlessly. No, I'm not going to do all that. If my protection is there, if I've armed myself correctly, that energy, that ashe, that chi will protect me. Is that making sense? Remember this, guys. The greatness of the hand of God is our protection, whether that's from the ancestors, whether that's from the Nkisi, whether that's from the Loas, whether that's from the Orishas, because we all believe in a higher power in some form of fashion. I just need you to understand that why it is so important on today to arm yourself. Do as much protection as you can, mentally, emotionally, physically, taking, strengthening your bodies, because even with all the preparation that I do, sometimes it takes a toll even on me. Because guess what? I still have a natural life I have to live. And that same energy that I'm using to do spiritual work, prophesying to people or ministering to people, is the same that I wash dishes, clean my bathroom, wash clothes. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, arm yourself, protect yourself where you are not being injured trying to do spiritual work. And my last scripture is Numbers, the 31st chapter, verse 3. It says this: And Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm some of yourselves unto war. This is Mars. Arm some of yourselves unto war. And then it says, and let them go against the Midianites and avenge the Lord of the Midianites. So here is the opportunity when you do spiritual work. I have some stuff. I normally I have a powder that is ruled by Mars. I fix, but this is dragon's blood. This is a bigger version of dragon's blood. All right, Mama Brooks is here with us. Thank you for joining us. The purpose of utilizing these aggressive energies, if you don't have dragon's blood, you can use garlic. If you don't have dragon's blood or garlic, you could let me see another good one. Black pepper is another good a spice that you can use. And cayenne pepper is also a rule. Anything that is hot, iron. Somebody was asking me about what you can put behind the door. A lot of y'all, I don't know if y'all remember this, but in the old times, they used to take these, especially the African American people, they would have an iron that they would have behind the door. That was there for protection. Anything that is iron is good to place behind your door to keep out negative energy. Make sure you consecrate that. Make sure you get a high proof rum or vodka in order to stimulate that energy. But that is also something that most people keep behind their doors besides the broom. But I recommend the iron. Anything that is iron, placing behind your door for protection. And once again, if you have the pleasure of having contact with somebody that can prepare that for you, hot sauce, what's that, hot shot? I don't know if they're talking about hot shot for roaches or what. But let somebody else prepare that iron thing for you. I even on my door, even at my church, I have a horseshoe on my door, and I have one also at the church. No, at my house, it's by the door. My horseshoe at my house is by the door, but the horseshoe that I have at the church is above the door. But I'm just showing you there's different things that you can utilize in order to protect yourself. And I really, I honestly, I don't think that people take protection very seriously. Protecting your mind. Typo that. Oh, it's typo. Okay. Thank you so much for clarifying that. Unless you've ever been in a serious attack, spiritual attack, you may take very lightly protection. But if anybody of you guys have been attacked emotionally, attacked mentally, some people's bodies were attacked spiritually, their finances were attacked. These type of people know how important it is to guard yourself and to have proper protection. All of you guys that I use, especially with Capricorns, I use labradorite. I always try to encourage people to get certain crystals depending on their zodiac sign. But this is going into the season of Capricorn. Labradorite for my Capricorns, whether that's your sun sign, whether that's your moon sign or rising sign. Even in my case, having Capricorn in my charts, also my North Node is in Capricorn. Labradorite is a powerful healing crystal and also lightens the burden. Remember, Capricorn, Saturn's element is lead, which is heavy. And a lot of times you need to lighten your burdens or not taking on too many burdens. And labradorite will really help my Capricorn. If you got Capricorn in certain areas of your natal chart, labradorite it's a powerful shield and protector with certain influences. So I really recommend labradorite. I'm not going to be on here a long time because I'm not 1,000 today. And I'm not going to strain myself. My word, all this time I never knew what the old iron was for a while. Yeah, that all right. Brother Johnny said he never knew what that was for. But if you think about a lot of things that you've seen around your house, it doesn't matter how it has nothing to do with economics. People back in the day, they knew to protect themselves. They just disguised it very well. You just thought it was something hanging on the wall, or you just thought it was something over the door. No, it was there for a purpose. And I want a lot of us, black obsidian, black obsidian. I'm gonna say this about black obsidian. I like black obsidian on Saturdays. But let me tell you something. Because it's volcanic, it's a fire element. Where is? I think I had actually. I don't know, Brother Mario. See if you see my arrowhead. It's I think it's up here somewhere. I have an arrowhead used to cut cords, astral cords. It's over here. Okay. But black obsidian, Saturn is more like taking the momentum out of something. Mars, using something ruled by Mars like carnelian or fire agate is something. Thank you. I want to show y'all this. This is black obsidian. The person that asked me. This is when you get them in this form. I'm gonna show y'all. It don't look like much, but this is some of the things that you use to cut energetic cords. When people tap into your energy, they will utilize black obsidian to cut energetic cords or attachments, like those that want to be cut from relationships. Some of you have heard cord cutting. This is something, this arrowhead is something that they will utilize or use this to stick the spirits, because energetically spirits can feel these sharp edges. So that's the purpose of using sharp edges. But me personally, to utilize Mars would be something of that nature. Fire agate, carnelian, utilizing something that's going to be aggressive. Saturn takes the energy away. Mars is aggressive. So sometimes there's a situation where you have to make a decision as a practitioner, whether you're going to be aggressive or you just want to take the steam out of the situation. And that's a personal choice. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And that's depending on. It's all right. I'm feeling better. I've been working. Yeah. Trying to actually get my house together before the new year. Y'all know I'm old school. So, everything got to be washed before the new year. Everything got to be intact. I got to get the collard green, trying to get ready for the service. Brother Mario birthday coming up. He's a January 1st baby. So that is actually our new year. So we trying to do something here. So I just was doing a lot today and I was being extra. And I just need to get myself together. All right. But I also want you guys to know why it is important to arm yourself and make sure that you have the things that you need. That's down to your immune system. That's down to water. That's down to I gave Mother Susan some of the silver gel and she loved it. And let me tell y'all something. Not only that silver gel kills bacteria and viruses. Yes, I'm having service Friday night. I'm having a New Year's service because I've been even preparing these New Year's candles. Remember I was telling y'all about? I've been doing that. Yes, I'm being extra. So I'm getting the candles prepared. So those that want me to prepare a candle, all that'll be ready, and all I got to do is prepare the candle and light them in our New Year's service on Friday. So we will be doing that, guys. Let me tell you something. I want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have been faithful as supporting, being patient with your orders. Also, guys, to each and every one of you guys that have been liking these videos, going up under that, I appreciate that because that helps the algorithm. If you guys want me to read for you tonight, I am going to do some readings. If you would like me to do some readings for you tonight, let me say this as well. Make sure that you understand the difference between doing a spiritual. When you're doing a spiritual bath, you're cleansing the energy off of self. Your body. It's like, look at spiritual bath is like taking your car to the car wash, right? And the car wash cleanses the outside, right? When you smoke or fumigate yourself, it is like you doing the vacuum of the inside of the car. That when you do the fumigation with the incense, that is removing debris off of you astrally, right? So if you want to clean the outside of your car, then you go to the car wash. That's your spiritual bath. If you're trying to clean the inside, that's when you do the incense, the fumigation. That's when you're vacuuming, okay? Just try to keep that in mind. So as you go ready to arm yourself and use certain things to repel negativity. I like Palo Santos. I love my my reversal incense. I love my protection incense. I even my healing incense has protective qualities. Okay? I don't know exactly how old Brother Mario. If y'all don't I don't know exactly how old Brother Mario gonna be. He think he's 18/19. But if you want me to read for you, Brother Mario's gonna put my Cash App up there. I want to say and encourage you guys, please do your work when it comes to protection. If you're going to practice thank you so much for the gift. If you're going to do spiritual work, it is nobody's responsibility but yours to keep yourself protected. You should know when your energy is down. You should know when you're not 100. One of the reason why I share this, most people will not share if they're not 1,000. I want y'all to know the work. I want y'all to know that it is not just getting up here reading for people. It's not just getting up here and doing work for people. It wears on your body. And I bought some orange juice today. I just been getting a lot of different stuff done today. She said, "Ah, baby." That Scorpio is something else. Oh, he still got that milk around his mouth. Yeah, old baby. But when it comes down to and I love the conversation that me and my spiritual daughter had a situation happen on my when we were coming back. But you have to be ready because you never know when an attack is going to come. And if you're going to really thank you for sharing my live, Young King. If you're really going to practice spirituality, you never know what tomorrow going to hold. You have to be ready for every day, whether it's early in the morning or the evening, huh? You said something, Brother Mark? Okay. You have to be prepared because there's so many times that things can happen, and if you want to be effective and get very good outcomes in your situation, you got to always have something on hand. I carry a book bag with me everywhere I go because I don't never know when something may happen and I need to be prepared. I have so many spiritual tools in my book bag sometimes it's crazy, but I never know what I have to deal with. I don't know who may call me. I don't never know what I may run up on, and I always try to be prepared. Okay? I hope that helped. I realize that tonight, many of you I probably don't spend out, but let me tell y'all something. I appreciate you. I'm not going to run on with this, but I really want you to understand why it's important to protect yourself, stay on yourself, and never drop your guard. Never, ever drop your guard. You never know whether it's somebody may desire you, somebody may be hating on you, and I'm not enemy conscious. Let's not get that confused. I'm not enemy conscious, but I am aware that people do spiritual things, and you have to be prepared for those things if you intend to succeed in this life. Okay? So thank you, each and every one of you guys. I hope you all got something out of this lesson tonight. If you have not joined my YouTube account, please do so. And if you have not liked up under my video, please do that as well. I'm going to
we want to do Khalees for Aquarius.
Khalees?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Khalees? Our Khalees?
Yes.
Okay. Where's she at?
I don't know which one she's on.
Where's my Khalees? I dropped my guard, was burning my white candle on my ancestor altar, and the candle turned black. Okay, now I'm just saying, you can't play with this. This is, you never know. I'm gonna do a reading for Khalees. Khalees, my Aquarius. She moved away, but she's still in our hearts. We love her. Okay, I'm going to read for her. Smoke this card. Get ready. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light concerning Khalees the Aquarius. Khalees the Aquarius. Edidiosai. Khalees. Ebasa. Rabandediokosai. Edidioso ribiandaya. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. Show me what is going on with this Aquarius. Khalees the Aquarius. Khalees the Aquarius. Ebandediokosai. What is it that this Aquarius needs to be paying attention to? What Edidiosai? Ayadediokosata. All right, Aquarius, Khalees. All right. Let's see what's going on with her. Your first card, darling, I don't know which side you on, so I'm just going to show both sides. Your first card, Khalees, the Aquarius, talks about lost and found. Resh Aleph Hey, with this name as my compass. So this is talking about guidance. The path towards my spiritual home is illuminated, huh? I regain my bearings with every step I take, and each moment that passes, I feel comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. Right now, they want you to concentrate on direction. Anytime that I see this, I always tell people to read Psalm 23 because that is a very good a song for guidance. But Khalees, by this being you being an Aquarius and this coming up on your first card, this is more talking about your guidance with people and your relationship with people, being understanding who they are, understanding who you're dealing with. And the more you're able to perceive your path or your direction with those people, remember, two can't walk together except they are in agreement. They say that if you do this, then you will gain more confidence and a stronger sense of direction. Your middle card, Khalees. Michelle, how you doing, Taurus? Thank you for joining us. Chet Bet Va. It says, I invoke the memories of my loved ones who have passed on. I see them surrounded with the light of this name. I meditate to elevate their souls to higher levels in the spiritual world. I am open to receive their guidance and support. Once again, sweetheart, your ancestors, I don't know if you have any of that ancestor incense, but you need to get some of that and feed them. But your ancestors are operating at this time, trying to guide you and support you in what you're doing. I'm going to say this, also Psalms 27, because you're dealing with some opposition. Your outcome card is talking about the silent partner. Yud Resh Tav. It says tithing and meditation upon this sequence of letters removes the dark force presence from my earnings. This is talking about your finances being restored. It is its destructive influence in my life. The light is now my silent partner. I am surrounded by endless blessings and protection. It is a partnership made in heaven. Now, I want you to look at this, Khalees. Your middle card was talking about your ancestors and their ancestors being surrounding you with light, right? Now, your card is talking about them being a partner to protect you and to create blessings. Sweetheart, they are intervening in your behalf. You need to, as the Bible says, watch as well as pray. So you have a better understanding of how they're moving in your life. They're trying to protect you from something. 23 and 27. And get some of that ancestor incense. All right. That was it, Brother Mario?
Ashley sent $20, but I don't know what for.
Sister Ashley, your Gemini?
Yes.
Ashley, which one is she on? Ashley, do you want a reading or you want incense burning? See if she...
I texted her.
I'm gonna do protection incense for her. It's too much going on around her. I'm gonna do that. Ashley, I'm gonna do protection incense. Okay. She said no. No to what? Yesterday. Oh, for yesterday? Okay. I'm gonna still burn some protection because I don't know. I don't like what I'm picking up when I call your name. You need something. You need some more protection around you. Hello, how you doing over there? Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be doing these candles and stuff. If you guys desire me to do that for you, it will be available. It's already Brother Mario said it's already on the website. So if you want one of those candles burned for you, we would be more than happy to do that for you. Once again, to each and every one of you guys that know that this is serious work, make sure that you're taking the proper steps in protecting yourself and stop putting it aside as though it is not a priority. Protection work is a very, very high priority, and it should be first on your list when it comes to spirituality, because you're gonna take some hits. I'm Apostle Ely. I take hits, but my protection is strong. For whatever reason, people feel like they protected, that they're not gonna feel anything, they're not gonna go through anything, and that is not true. Even Christ Jesus himself had to suffer some things. So a lot of the myths and the premises that people have because they have protection, that they're invulnerable, and that is not the truth. What people intend to do to you, if you got very powerful protection, the best case scenario is that whatever they devise against you will not come to pass. Sometimes you're affected in very subtle ways, and sometimes you're protected in ways that you totally avoid the situation. And I would say this personally about protection: obedience is better than sacrifice. And I'm gonna say it like this: sometimes protection is following your mind, following your gut. Sometimes the spirits are giving you a feeling or just like something ain't right. And a lot of times we push past that. That's not good. You have to get to a point where you have a relationship with your own energy, with what's going on. I remember this, and I'm going to tell y'all something true. I was going visiting a church. I knew them people didn't like me, but I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries. I'll be there for the foolery. But the individual had a dream about me. They had a dream that I was going to shake their hand a certain type of way. And if they allowed me to shake their hand a certain type of way, that they were going to go. I'm talking about they had a dream about me. I didn't like this person. And so I ended up going to their church where they went to church at. And they walked up to me and stretched their hand out to me. And when I looked at them and I realized who it was, I switched hands on them. Right? My point was, they were warned that before that ever happened. They had a dream. They did not listen. Sometimes you not listening to your dreams will get you messed up. And when he allowed me to do what I did, it was nothing pretty that came falling behind that handshake. And when your spirit or your answer, because I'm going to use myself, because a lot of times we talk about people having protection for ourselves. When you don't never know who got issues with you. And because he didn't listen to his dream, I got the scold. Okay? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Follow your spirits. Follow your ancestors. And what the old people say, better safe than sorry. You rather be wrong about the person than you to be right about the person and you didn't do what you need to do. Better safe than sorry. I guess that's how I say it. And I say that in all honesty because a lot of times we're so busy worried about protection about us that sometimes people need protection from us. Just being honest. So when I teach protection, I tell people that if you know that you got beef or grinds with certain people, you just have to use wisdom. And if your spirit say don't go, don't go. If your spirit say don't go in or don't get in there or don't wear that or don't take that, All right, Al-Marie, how you doing, sweetheart? Follow your spirit, because it's best to be wrong than to be sorry. Okay? Did that make sense? It's best for you to have me wrong and call me an enemy and I'm really not an enemy than you to be right and go against yourself. And that's even with Apostle Ely. I'll say it for myself. Like, you got to have wisdom. You got to know what you need to do to protect you. That's why I put my title, Arm Yourself. It is at the end of the day, it is nobody's responsibility to protect me but me. It is the knowledge that God gives me. It's the things that God gives me. And if I don't listen, if I don't follow, me and Mama Susan was talking and the ancestors came to her and warned her certain things. I don't care what somebody do or don't do. If Kimmy, when her spirit's coming, like y'all got to remember, at the end of the day, you got to trust what's walking with you above all. If they say it's a go, then it's a go. If they say, nah, stop. It's best to be wrong than sorry. I have learned to listen. I am very good at listening to my spirits now because I have made those decisions before, because I felt that I was so protected that I can just go anywhere, do anything, and nothing was going to happen to me. I lived that life before, and they had to teach me a couple times, and I got the message. You don't intentionally put yourself in harm's way because you think you protected. You don't intentionally go around people that you know they ain't got it for you. Because I wanted them to run into my protection. I wanted to see them get hurt. I know I'm petty, Pee-wee. Yes, I can be petty like that. All right? I wanted them to swing at me because I already knew what was going to happen. Huh? So I instigated some situation because of what I wanted to happen. I'm telling you, guard yourself, be mindful, utilize wisdom. If something is not for you, do not push your way. If you have a gut feeling about something, whether it's better be safe than sorry. Okay? My name is Apostle Ely. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you have not joined my YouTube, please do so. If you have not joined my Patreon, do that as well. Let me tell you something, guys. I am giving you as much free information as I can without disclosing the mysteries of any ATR. Jennifer. Protection Incense?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to write you down here. Protection Incense. Thank you for joining us, Jennifer. Said best to be wrong than sorry. I know that's right. And I'm saying as a person that practice spirituality, I'm being honest. If you think I'm I've told people, if you think I'm the devil, then you don't need to do work with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys go into things and you think some ill stuff about people. Don't have them people praying for you, because that energy you coming in there with, the spirit gonna pick up on it, and then you're gonna set their protection off. Sometimes you got to remember, guys, hey, educate yourself before you start working with people. If you don't resonate with that person, the best thing to do is not work with them. And it doesn't mean that they aren't who they are and you ain't who you are, but then y'all energies may not mesh. And you don't need to be creating a warfare. Just say, you know what, this may not be the time, because I like what I see, but I don't really understand, and I don't want to, and I'm still stuck in religion. Religion will mess you up. But I'm doing Ashley Protection Incense and Jennifer, right here, Hersey. Appreciate you being a part of our family. Guys, in this, somebody said, check. I know that's right. Make tracks. I know. Let me tell y'all something. None of this stuff is anything to play with. I personally feel that a lot of you guys are lucky when it comes to the ATRs, because a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people are not powerful in their craft. They are amateurs. They done bought themselves in there. So a lot of you guys don't get a lot of the backlashes from engaging with those type of people. But if you're dealing with somebody that's authentically stretched, authentically confirmed, authentically have gone through those ceremonies, those people are not nothing to be played up with. you know, I think I'm gonna do. I want to get and kind of tell you guys why I love voodoo or I love certain ATRs. Me personally love certain ATRs and what my vested interest is in them. And I just want you guys to take this stuff seriously. You know, when you spend your money, make sure you're getting the proper protection and then having a sober mind when it comes down to protection. Okay? Thank you so much. All right, TikTok, thank you. Possibly love you. Thank you so much. I'll be burning these incense for you guys. And look, thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Jelly Sweet. I learned that the hard way when I first learned about. Oh yeah, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. It really ain't. And that's some wisdom. I think sharing a lot of this information will help people. All right, we want to say thank you to Jelly Sweets, Jennifer Hertzy, Mario, Mother Susan, Al Marie, Brother Johnny, T. Carter, Ashley Dawkins, Michelle. I ain't even gonna try that last name, but Taurus. Kimberly Simpson. You don't get me tonight. That name right there. We gotta talk, so I get that name right. I will cut your name up in a minute. Miss Barbara Brooks, she be in here. Jamira Cross, thank you so much, fellow Sagittarius. Gorgeous, my Scorpio, darling, appreciate you as well. Alicia Sanders, thank you so much, and you're so consistent, Aries. Sister Jackie, Taurus, Angie. Find out what we're gonna do for Dante. Kimberly Dawkins, my goddaughter, Cancer. Anish Johnson, you have been Libra. You have been here and on a roll with us. We appreciate you. Yeah, I think I got everybody. If I forgot anybody, let me know. All right, much love to you guys. All right, God, good night.